Silk painting for beginners. Today I'm gonna show you the whole process of silk painting. Future videos will give more details about each step of the process. Today I'm gonna paint pure silk as usual, and I will use acrylics. First of all, I stretch the silk onto the frame. I had to cut the silk first, but I have a special video where I show how to cut silk nicely and accurately. And for now I have the silk already cut to the size of the frame. I put one corner of the silk on the nail, making an anchor point, and then I pull the silk in the opposite direction. I fix the silk in another corner. And now, as you can see, it's so easy to stretch it. When one side is stretched, I usually go back to the first corner, which I name anchor point, and pull the silk in the opposite direction again, using the same principle. The whole process is very quick. The only thing, you have to be careful and not to hurt your fingers on the nails. I like such kind of frames. They allow to stretch silk as tight as a drum. To apply the outline, I use black acrylic and I apply it with a special tube, and there is a metal tip which gives a neat line. Usually I prepare the design in advance, but today I will paint the butterfly without a pre-drawing. The line of resist should be drawn so that there are no such gaps, because paint can flow through them. That's why it's better to correct this mistake right away. And here again there is a gap. If you need to draw a straight line, you can use any kind of board, placing it above the surface of the silk. I lean the tube with the resist against the board and guide it as if on rails. I have the usual board, it's the rest of the furniture. And also I use books to keep it above the level of the silk. I will be painting today with acrylics, and I think that there is a basic set of colors. In future videos I'll explain why, but today I have blue and it is light blue today, yellow, this one's supposed to be red but it's pink and black. And I use a white plate as a palette, and I always have some porous paper on hand to dry my brush if I need to. Yellow with pink gives a beautiful apricot tone. In some cases it's closer to orange, in some you get a warm yellow color, but you'll see for yourself on the palette what colors will come out when mixed with others. Of course, the more colors you have in your paint set, the more picturesque your range will be. But believe me, even these 4 colors are enough to make the butterfly colorful. And this is a round synthetic brush for painting this butterfly. While I continue painting this butterfly, I would like to remind you that subscriptions and likes are important, and they will help promote the channel. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will do my best to reply. Now, when the butterfly is painted, I will mix the paint for the background. One part of it will be blue, but I need to tone it down a bit, so I will add some gray. And I also need to make the paint more fluid, not so thick. For painting the background, I will use a wide, flat bristle brush. The second part of the background will be yellow, and here I show that the paint is quite liquid. Now it doesn't quite fit in the frame, cropped a bit, but I add more water to the paint, stir it well now. The paint needs to be spread well over the fabric to make the background color even. So I rub the paint with a brush across the surface of the silk. When the background is dry, I take the silk off the frame, and if you want to fix the acrylic paints on the fabric, you just need to iron them. And now let's check how firmly the paints hold onto the silk. I pour warm water in the sink, dip the silk into, and voila, the water didn't even stain. And now I iron the silk again, because it's better to iron it while it's wet. And that's how the butterfly of hope turned out, and peace to everyone.